Roblox just released a massive update that will destroy the platform and more insane news today. So if you're new here, please subscribe and let's get right into it because it's a pretty huge story. And if you're wondering what it is, it's Public UGC. After all these years of waiting and some teasers that we had recently, Public UGC is releasing today. Rules just announced it, which is actually crazy. Rules here tweeted out saying that today, Rules will be making it easier for anyone to create on the marketplace. This will allow creators and brands to connect with their audiences by offering a more diverse collection of avatar, clothing, and accessories, and they posted some random video. And even though the tweet is a bit weird how it's worded and stuff like that, this is talking about Public UGC. They released a whole dev farm post on it and a whole in length talking about it and stuff like that. And Public UGC is releasing literally today, which is actually insane. Let me break down all the information. Lucas here tweeted out saying that later today, Public UGC will start rolling out to all eligible users. Eligible users are users subscribed to Premium 1000 or higher along with ID verified accounts. I'm excited to see how this goes. And then to follow up, just to clarify stuff, it says here, who is eligible? We're moving from an application only process to providing transparent eligibility requirements for creating and selling 3D items on Roblox. So basically they're just saying that there's no longer going to be a UGC program, obviously. Everyone can just do it. And now creators who are ID verified, have roles Premium 1000 or 2000, and consistently follow our community standards and marketplace policies can upload, publish, and sell on the marketplace. These eligibility requirements allow us to more effectively enforce our marketplace and policies and prevent violators from circumventing moderation, and then you can learn more and stuff like that. So yeah, I know a lot of people thought that it was just going to be open to everyone, but no, you have to have an ID verified, which is actually crazy because I know a lot of people don't have that. And also the second or third tier premium, which just changed actually. Before, what it used to be was that you could have any premium, but now it's to be 2 or 3, which is pretty crazy. Now with that being said, it's obviously a very controversial update, but to be fair, if you guys remember, Roblox actually released some pretty huge fees recently with UGC. For example, I'm pretty sure limiteds now have to be 20,000 Robux, which is crazy. And they also made every other fee pretty insane. And with that being said, if you guys remember, they made these fees a rebate fee, meaning that they're expensive, but they're meant to be paid back if you sell your item properly. And they did that so people have to be more considerate of what they upload, because as I'm sure we're all aware, over this past year or so, UGC has been a complete mess and dumpster fire. People upload effort items, copyright items, fake limiteds, and just a bunch of more awful items. So obviously, if it's already pretty bad, opening it up to the public is going to become 10 times worse. So Rules has been trying to, make it and fix it up a little bit by adding some fees and, making it ID verified and stuff like that. But let's be real, it's the Roblox community. With all the stuff in place, there still will be a complete mess. And in general, with that being said, this is a very controversial update and also a very huge update because, people have been wanting this for so long, but also a lot of people think it's going to destroy the platform. Just because right now UGC is awful. And if right now it's pretty bad, when it opens up to the public, literally today, it's going to be just complete chaos and awful. And also with that being said, people are also angry at this update, not just because it's going to, destroy the platform and stuff like that and make it a complete mess. A lot of people are also just, mad because a lot of people's livelihoods are literally making UGC items. Some people for a job, all they do is make UGC items, which is crazy. And already it's been tough on them with the poor moderation to make a living anymore. And now that it's going to be, public, it's going to become way harder for them to make money as well, which is just awful. And this update destroys a lot of things. It's going to destroy Roblox and fill it up with more mess. It's going to destroy people's livelihoods. It's going to be absolute chaos, which is crazy. And speaking of absolute chaos, Kreekcraft here tweeted out saying, basically summing up everything, just saying, oh boy, today's the day. I'm ready for absolute chaos, which yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be. And like I mentioned, it wasn't tease it or anything like that or announce it for the future. It's releasing later today, which is actually insane. And I'm very curious to see in the future going forward how bad it's really going to be, because people have been dreading this update for so long now and it's finally here, But with that being said, let's get our next story of an interesting new Roblox update or new collab. So recently in the Roblox leaks and event leaks, there's been a lot of Netflix stuff getting leaked. And apparently from what I've seen, it's all going to be in one game where they're adding a bunch of stuff. This leak page here tweeted out saying that Netflix World is coming soon. That's not a confirmed name, but that's basically what it is. And as we can see here, stuff that's going to be a part of it are apparently Miraculous Ladybug, One Piece, Stranger Things, Cobra Kai, Wednesday Is a Cake, and then something else. So yeah, it seems like instead of just making one collab game for every single show they have and stuff like that, Netflix is going to start making a huge event and world where they just bring in a bunch of their most popular shows, which is actually pretty crazy because I'm assuming that they probably will release items with everything as well. And these are some of the top shows, I think, just on Netflix in general. So if you're a fan of any of these shows, it seems like they're going to be a part of some sort of event or Netflix World thing going on. It's pretty interesting and pretty crazy because in my last video I talked about how Stranger Things is going to be coming to Roblox again, but it seems like it's not going to just be its own game this time. It's going to be part of this Netflix World, which is pretty interesting. And this might open up possibilities for some pretty cool collab for UGCs, so I guess we have to wait and see. And with that being said, let's get to our next story of a Roblox player's house apparently burning down, which I know is actually crazy. So I saw this tweet going viral in the community, and I think there's like a viral TikTok on this too, where they all talk about this news story here, where it says that house of Roblox player burns down for macroing for 63 days straight. So yeah, they're basically saying that like they were AFK in a game and it broke their PC and it burned down their house, which is actually crazy if it was real. That's the thing. I know a lot of people are freaking out over this and saying it was like insane, but I think this is 100% confirmed to be fake, but it went absolutely viral. There's like a TikTok with like over 100,000 likes, you know. This tweet has like 120,000 overall views, and it's been blowing up in the community, and a lot of people genuinely thought this was real, and were like being like, oh my god, you know, RNG games are getting out of hand, but it was all just a big joke, I think, and it was a complete fake story. If this was real though, that would be horrible, but it's just fake. And also with that being said, like 60 days in a row, if that was real, that'd actually be insane, but it's just a big joke and hoax spreading on like TikTok and Twitter right now. And a lot of people are believing it. Like I know a lot of people in the comments here, and like the TikTok comments are freaking out, being like, oh my god. And people actually being concerned, because I know some people AFK themselves, but it was just like a big joke going around. And with that being said, our next story, you have Pet Simulator apparently coming to McDonald's. So recently a lot of people in like Denmark and other countries started posting that apparently there's going to be a McDonald's and Pet Simulator collab, which is actually crazy. I don't know if this is confirmed, but from what I've seen with like leaks and stuff, and also people seeing it in person, it does seem to be coming soon, which is actually crazy. And if you guys remember, recently we had a Adopt Me and McDonald's collab, and it seems like the next one up is going to be a Pet Simulator McDonald's collab, which is actually crazy. The fact that these games are securing these sponsorships are just wild, you know. McDonald's collab is just insane. And also with that being said though, with it being Pet Simulator, a lot of people are very angry at this, because they're like, Pet Simulator doesn't deserve it, it should have been another game and stuff like that. But in general, besides Pet Simulator, I think it's very insane how 2 Roblox games now potentially secured McDonald's collaborations. That's just kind of wild. But with that being said, our next story of a Roblox game losing millions of Robux, and a pretty awful situation happening on Roblox right now. Justin Blocks here, a popular developer, tweeted out saying that this is getting out of hand, Roblox, please fix your moderation and DSA. Which, if you guys aren't aware, DSA is like a tactic going around right now where like a group of people are purposely reporting stuff and getting it taken down, even if the items aren't malicious. They've been doing it to YouTubers and a bunch of popular developers, and it's been pretty bad right now. And then they followed up saying, they literally spend millions of Robux making free UGCs just for all of them getting deleted. All the players that get UGC are unhappy, the developer of the game are unhappy, everyone's unhappy. So yeah, correction, I thought this was a developer, but it's just like a player. Whereas we can see here, a game basically spent millions of Robux uploading a bunch of UGC like items and stuff like that, so the community can have like a fun event. And due to the DSA and like this community going around, they've been taking all these items down, not only ruining the, you know, hunt for the developer and stuff like that, but also a lot of these eggs in the game take like hours to get, I've seen. So a lot of players who spent hours just got their item removed. So not only is it a slap in the face to the developer who spent all this money on it, but also the players who spent all the time getting it. And it's a huge problem going on Roblox right now, and in general, it's pretty awful, because as I mentioned, they're targeting people who don't even do anything bad. Like, it would make sense if you target all the bad stuff happening on the UGC catalog, you know? That would make way more sense. But for some reason, they're targeting people who actually put effort into their items, and who actually, you know, just don't do anything malicious and actually do something fun for once, which is just awful and just a super bad situation. Hopefully Roblox can fix this soon, but also with that being said, as I mentioned, Public UGC is going to be releasing soon, so I imagine that the moderations are going to keep getting worse. And with that being said, if you enjoyed, check the video to find out why Roblox is finally adding something, and I'll see you in the next one.